When it comes to bringing the $12 trillion repo market on-chain, banks are looking into various options. Is it likely that the XRP ledger will be the most suitable location for this value? I think it would be a good idea to discuss it. A great deal of information is waiting for me to review. This movie also has a great deal of additional news and information pertaining to XRP, so please watch it. Let's get down to business. It is in this particular area that I believe there has been some success in the market. Furthermore, I would want to bring attention to our digital finance solution, which is the intra repo, which has been in existence for a number of years. Due to the fact that you are now able to accomplish something with the technology that you were previously unable to accomplish with the technology that is currently available, there are some segments of the market and certain customers who have some actual value for it. Because of this, there was no possibility of trading today, settling today, or maturing today. Furthermore, it makes use of master repo agreements as well as global master repo agreements. Currently, there is a technology that utilizes this technology. In addition, it makes use of the tri-party allocation technique and substitute approach that are already in place. In addition to this, it makes use of pre-existing account control agreements that are well known from a legal and other kind of perspective in order to, however the client stated, and us. It solves a particular problem by utilizing both of those as building blocks. In addition, the entire repo market is not going to proceed in that manner. Adding something new for a sufficient number of customers in whom we believe there is value and then expanding it throughout the market provides us with the feeling that we are sort of charting a path through some of the constraints and some of the realities that are associated with introducing a new product to the market. However, if you were to divide that risk among a number of different participants, you would still have control and you would still have the power to carry out a variety of actions that are associated with the life cycle. These activities may include buying, selling, or reselling, as well as coupon payment or redemption, or anything else. For example, if you were able to accomplish that, then yes, I believe there are some real benefits, and you could look into a market infrastructure that is of a lower cost, which would make that market pretty competitive. In the future, there will be a multitude of distinct technologies that perform distinct functions but are connected to one another. Consequently, one of the things that we are doing is proving that it is feasible to engage with objects like that. This quarter, we are supposed to be trading with a client who is going to be facing us on our repo platform. However, the collateral that they will be using will be provided by HQLX. In addition, we are going to use Onero, a company that specializes in the orchestration of settlements, in order to bring about the settlement of those two things. You now have a distributed ledger technology DLT platform that is based on a quarter, which is the platform that HQLX functions on. You are now confronted with an EVM-based platform, which is the foundation of our internal blockchain in real life with real risk. When it comes to tokenization and mobilizing collateral across several different places, which is really the longer-term purpose, you need to have the flexibility to settle across multiple architectures if you want to get more efficiency out of it. This is because the mobility of collateral is really the longer-term objective. In my opinion, that is the location where, and after that, this was connected to this. When a digital asset investor indicates that they will be attending Ripple Swell, you don't say that Scott Lucas, head of markets at JP Morgan, will be thus. That being said, I would want to provide you with some further perspective here. With AccuPlan, you can get started saving for your retirement right now. For the purpose of beginning to save for my future, I have just established a cryptocurrency Roth IRA. Since I have been putting this off for such a long time, I am finally going to get around to doing it. In addition, the company that I am working with is called You Begin Investing in that cryptocurrency for your future. You can obtain a free guide to investing in cryptocurrencies by clicking on this link if you are interested in obtaining additional information. You are able to create an account right now. There is not a predetermined fee structure. The monthly expenses are cheap, and there is only a minimum balance of $150. You are able to compare their fees to those of some of their competitors, which is a really helpful feature. Getting started is also incredibly easy and takes very little time. Just a few minutes are all that are required to open an account. Due to the fact that we are still utilizing the SWIFT system, the process of funding your account takes a little bit of time. After that, you were able to begin trading. Every single one of these things was performed live in the video that I made for AccuPlan. I am quite grateful that I was able to chat with Matthew Martins. This is the gentleman who has been assisting me in preparing for my retirement and for my future responsibilities. In order to discuss your ideas for the future, you are able to schedule a meeting with Matt that is completely free of charge. Cryptocurrency, precious metals, private equity, private loans, real estate, and a great deal more are all included in AccuPlan's portfolio of investments. In addition to having over 10,000 active accounts, they have 25 years of experience and $1.5 billion under management. Go ahead and have a look at the description further down, sign up right away, and let them know that Sensei referred you to them. I am grateful to you. That announcement regarding Ripple is now available to you. On the 18th of September in the year 2025, it took place. And man, these are some pretty huge individuals right here. The $1.7 trillion worth of assets that Franklin Templeton is currently managing. This place is lovely, really cool. Additionally, if you were looking for some extra information on the operation of all of this, authorized institutional investors will have the opportunity to earn yield by purchasing Franklin Templeton's SG Benji token on the DBS digital market by making use of the RLUSD stablecoins. DBS intends to make it possible for SG Benji tokens to be used as collateral for loans, either directly from the bank through repo transactions or from third-party platforms, with DBS serving as the collateral agent in either case. Ripple is experiencing a great deal of activity at the moment. I believe that they are attempting to demonstrate that the XRP ledger may be utilized for each and every one of these various use cases, right? Because if you are trying to solve problems on a large scale for entire nations or the largest financial organizations on the planet, this is a method for Ripple to demonstrate that they are capable of solving these problems for these major players. XRP holders can earn up to 8% with the new liquid staking token, according to Eleanor Tarrant, who stated this in the Monday email. Holders of XRP from countries outside than the United States and the United Kingdom can earn income on Axel in addition to leading crypto market movements. Evidently, if we are able to obtain regulation and other similar things, it is possible that we may finally be able to accomplish this. But this is what we are looking at, Rig. HT now, in this particular location, eligible holders have the ability to stake their XRP and obtain a liquid derivative token known as MXRP. This allows for passive income to be generated, while also, in order to boost regional acceptance and ecosystem engagement, Ripple is strategically expanding into the Asia-Pacific region by utilizing initiatives such as liquid staking. This is particularly important in the countries of Korea and Japan, as a result of its low risk and dual yield structure, as well as its small impairment loss in liquidity providing. The liquid staking product is anticipated to become one of the most prominent liquidity pools on the XRP ledger. Here, there are a lot of pretty fascinating things taking place. After then, Michael Branch posted something on this site about how the Senate has been faced with a bipartisan barrier over crypto regulation. Man, these individuals simply can't seem to pull themselves together, can they? Senate Democrats are putting pressure on Republicans to allow them to co-write a comprehensive industry measure rather than simply reacting to the draft that was led by the Republican Party. This is becoming an increasingly heated debate regarding the regulation of Bitcoin markets by the federal government. Clarity Act, a Republican plan that has previously passed through the House and is currently being reviewed in the Senate, is at the core of the debate. Republicans are attempting to maintain control of the drafting process in order to maintain their control over it. Kirsten Girardin, Cory Booker, Ruben Gallego, and Mark Warner are among the 12 Democrats who have come together to form a coalition that is stressing that any legislation must be constructed collaboratively from the ground up. A 7-point strategy for crypto oversight was presented by the same committee earlier this year, indicating that it does not want to take a secondary position in the oversight of the cryptocurrency industry. There is a contention among Democrats that the Agricultural Committee, which is in charge of the Commodity Futures Res Trading Commission, ought to have a more significant role in the formulation of the rules. As far as Democratic advisors are concerned, the party is not willing to accept a procedure in which Republicans draft a measure and Democrats merely mark it up after it has been passed. Really fast, gentlemen, if we are discussing the development or involvement in the regeneration of cryptocurrency laws in the United States, it would be beneficial to have all parties present at the table and add their own views and perspectives into this discussion. When everything is said and done, you are going to require everyone on both sides to work together in order to get this through the Senate. To proceed, we require 60 votes. You are not going to be able to accomplish this goal if you do not have the support of the Democrats under your belt. Now, in the past, Republicans have frequently expressed their dissatisfaction with Democrats, claiming that they are not crypto-friendly and a variety of other things. The evidence presented here demonstrates that they are making an attempt